Hello, I'm Ritika and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna tell you a few things that I might have missed in my earlier videos related to Pune. I told you about the flat system, the PG system that works in Pune and how does it work. For that you can watch this video. And if you want to know exactly about the whole area where I used to live, you can watch this video. Now, the third part, which is this one. In this, I'm gonna tell you few things that you should keep in mind while you are actually planning or finalizing to shift to Pune so that you don't end up being confused, doing blunders like me. So let's get into the video. First thing first, a lot of you have asked me in my DMs that should I actually be considering Pune or is Pune safe and all of those things. So I won't deny this fact that yes, Pune is a very good choice in your 20s. Growth wise, if you consider Pune, it's really good. It's far better than Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, and there's a lot to learn, and there's a number of possibilities and probability to grow in Pune, and it's very healthy competition and healthy environment when it comes to uh, growing in Pune. I mean, the people over there are very supportive. I'm telling you about the youth. I'm not telling about the other people, but I'm telling you about the youth. They are very supportive and they want to grow together. They want to help each other out and they are just there to do that. So that is something that I really like when I consider Pune. Is Pune safe? 110% I can agree to that point that Pune is much safer than Delhi, North India. So I would consider Pune is much comfortable. I mean, you can wear what you want to wear and you can also roam at whatever time you feel like. So I'm just stating things from my experience. In case you have something else, you can just comment down and let everybody know about it. But according to my experience, Pune is really, really good. I mean, I remember I was watching a movie in a cinema hall at 11 o'clock. It got over. I was watching it with one of my friend, and the place where I was watching it was, I guess, 45 minutes away from my place. And I was meeting my friend after a long, long time. So we ended up talking till 1 o'clock, I guess. And after that, we were like feeling very sleepy. So he said that you should book a cab and go, and then I'll also book a cab and I'll go. So I booked a cab around 1:20 or something, I guess. Um, so I reached my PG around 2 o'clock and it was still safe. I mean, I can just go at whatever time and I can come back at whatever time. I'm not saying that you should keep on roaming or something like that, but sometimes you just feel the load of getting out and, just get fresh air and feel the air and feel better. So I think it's much safer. Then let's talk about financial position you should be considering while actually shifting to Pune. So, if you are shifting to Pune for the first month till you actually get your salary, you should have a saving of at least 80K. 80K, maybe you might not spend it the way I spend, but I'm saying 80K as the minimum amount you should have in your savings when you are shifting to Pune. Of course, there are a number of people who might cut down the cost and consider 50, but at least 50 to 80K you should have. I'm saying according to myself that I should have 80 because I remember when I actually shifted to Pune. So first month when till my salary got credited. I spent around like 50K, and you might be like, where I spend all that amount and how. So I'll tell you, when you actually shift from one place to another, the first month is the craziest month where you are purchasing even the minor things, and you have to figure out a lot of things, and it makes you spend more. So when I shifted, I got a PG for 18K, and I shifted few days before the next month begins. So I had to pay for those 4 5 days as well with my monthly rent, which costed me 600 per day. And then I also paid a security deposit of, I don't remember exactly, 3 to 4K something. And so overall, all of this costed me like 27K. Then, then I guess I spend, even if you consider like 1K every day, you spend 30K. Okay, so 30K, which means 57. So as I said, 50K to 80K you should have for your first month as as a saving in your account, so that you can survive for the first month. Then how much should be your salary if you're actually living in Pune? So you should consider a job which pays you 50 to 80K. Why 50 to 80K? Because 50K for the people who think that double sharing can work out for them, and any kind of food and water will work out for them, they can consider 50K. But if you think that you want to live a life like me, a standard living where you want to, have a good space, balcony, and good food and good water, then 80K is a must, so that you can survive and save some amount for the next month, and also save some amount for things that you really want to purchase. Now let's talk about the water quality. So water quality in Pune is not good, not at all good. Hairfall is so extreme in Pune. I mean, my whole floor of my PG room was with my hair. So you can consider getting water purifier on fixed in your tap, so that you get filtered water, or you can use Bisleri water. That is what I have heard from a lot of people. I mean, even if you don't take stress, even if you have nothing to worry about, then too the hair loss is extreme in Pune, and the water wasn't suiting and doesn't suit to a lot of people in Pune. Then let's talk about the food quality. If I talk about the food quality, the taste buds do not match with the taste buds of North India. I mean, a lot of things that they make is expensive, and by expensive I mean it's not of the quality they are charging for. It's not of the same quality as the price tag. They charge a lot, and I'm talking about most of the areas. Some areas might be good, like I really like this one restaurant Vaishali, which is in the which is on FC Road in Pune, main city area in Pune. So you can consider that restaurant, but of course it is going to be far for the people who might be living in Kharadi. So for the people who are living in Kharadi, you can consider Desi Chora in Viman Nagar, and it is a really really good restaurant. Then there are few shops around Toy Mall in Kharadi, few like chotu stalls, thelas near Toy Mall and Kharadi. You can consider those stalls. They also give good food. And then there is one Golgappe wale bhaiya outside Garden Vada Pav. You can consider that for Golgappa. And then there is this tea shop, Gurcha Cha, near Haldiram Express in Kharadi. You can consider that for tea. This is all the places that I visited for food and tea. I mean, my taste buds can totally be different from yours, but still you can explore this because these are way better than most of the places in Pune, most of the food stalls and restaurants in Pune. If you want to know about all the places that you should visit in Pune, comment down below and I'll soon be making a video on that. So this was all about the things that I had in my mind and I wanted to disclose with you all about Pune. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Till the next video. Bye bye.